Hello and welcome to Eden Live, where I am reading all of Eden by FREI live on Facebook and on YouTube with the recorder clips then making their way onto Instagram, IGTV. We are in the second part of the Bournemouth Boscombe Trilogy. The second part is called Revival, and the Bournemouth and Boscombe Trilogy is volume 10 of the Eden Mineral series, which is the paperback ebook published version of Eden by FREI. I'm going to read this not from the paperback as I usually do, but from the screen, which also gives me the opportunity to just remind you that you can actually read the whole thing online. It was originally published in blog format, and the blog is still available at Eden by FREI, that's FREI.net. Now, this is the second installment of part 2. It's called Revival. I grow interested in the myth. More than interested, intrigued. Why is it a myth? Clearly, there must be some foundation to it. Nobody knows. Does nobody want to know? Everybody wants to know everything, always. But do they really? Is it kinder on the mind and warmer on the heart not to be certain about certain things? Who, I wonder, were these two guys in their 20s? Shouldn't there be a plaque to them? Should they not be celebrated as local legends in their own, quite literally, lunchtime? It was around then, after all, that they stepped into leisurely action in the nude. Do they still take part now, many years later, perhaps in their 30s or even 40s? They could be dads by now. In fact, if, as in any respect other than their initiation of this curious custom they appear to be, they are fairly average males, then in all likelihood they are by now also dads. Do they live in Bournemouth still, or Boscombe? Did they ever? That may be a clue. Perhaps they weren't actually from here. Maybe they were just visiting. This is a distinct possibility. Because if they were native to the Bournemouth and Boscombe community, then surely somebody would know who they are. Then again, if, as has been suggested, some mates joined them on their first stroll, then there must have been mates to do so. Maybe they were visiting too. Perhaps they were part of a group, of an Australian sports team, maybe a language school. They could have been hearty Scandinavians here to learn English. Or maybe they actually didn't have any mates here at all. Maybe they were just talking to strangers at first, but became readily friendly with them, and these erstwhile strangers, who were now effectively friends, had mates, and they joined them impromptu, and that's how it all happened. Who knows? Well, exactly. Who actually knows? My early investigation into this matter of waxing in importance at any rate to me, yields nothing. Yes, the Bournemouth and Boscombe nude beach stroll happens each year on the last Sunday in June. Yes, it attracts a fair bit of attention nowadays. People come here from all over the region, even the country, maybe the world. But there is no website and no guide, no official history and no reference to its founders, no club and no charitable foundation. More than intrigued now, I'm fascinated. How do these things come about? My mind latches onto something, but it doesn't know what. Maybe it's my subconscious mind. It knows, it wants, it needs there to be more to this than meets the eye. Though what meets the eye would on occasion seem to be enough. And it thinks there usually is, so it would suggest. And in the absence of certainty, likelihood is our friend. I want to go with that notion, that thought. My mind senses, below reasoning, there is a connection, and the connection can be found, but not by traditional means. what in any case are traditional means. It realizes in my mind now that it has to let go and take an approach that is not a route, that is not direct, that is not determinate or determined, that is neither logical nor pure, neither chaotic nor abstract, neither instinctive nor wise. So what is it? Perhaps I am overthinking it all, but that doesn't matter. I stand on the beach looking out to the sea, and I notice the air coming in from vaguely the right, over there, by the headland. Is it a headland? Is it a beach? I like the waves. They are steady and impermanent at the same time. They are waves and they are particles too. They are full of tiny molecules, but that is not what I mean. They are wet, but their power is implacable. If nobody knows, then maybe they need to be told. I decide to delve deeper and take a detour via the sea. There is something somewhere that somebody would rather were not the case. I shall find it and let it be so. This was the second instalment of the second part of the Bournemouth and Boscombe Trilogy, which is the 10th volume of the Eden Miniature series, which is the ebook and paperback published version of Eden by FREI, which is also at edenbyfrei.net. I hope you'll join me again next time, which will be on the Wednesday, I imagine, this being the Monday. I do this normally on the Monday and the Wednesday. And until then, take good care, love and love, and see you very soon.